According to an article published in Encyclopedia Britannica, the city of Detroit, Michigan was founded as a fort in 1701 by a French trader. The city originally went by the name as Fort Pontchartrain du Detroit. It was later just referred to as Detroit by the British. The city itself is located in southeastern Michigan and on the Detroit River. According to the United States Census Bureau, the population of Detroit in July 2018 was about 673,000, of which around 78.6% are black or African American, around 12.5% are white, and the rest are either Hispanic, Asian, Pacific Islander, or mixed race. However, according to the Britannica article, the population of Detroit has been dwindling since the late 1950s. It is mentioned that this is primarily due to the fact that most of the white community has moved out of the city and into the suburbs, in addition to the loss of industry. The economy of Detroit, Michigan has been based on many industries, according to the article published by the San Jose State University's Department of Economics. According to the article, Detroit's initial growth of their economy came from the flour milling industry in the 1820s and 1830s. Then, in the 1840s, the shipyards of Detroit were building the world's first steamships. This allowed the economy of Detroit to boom in the marine steam engine production market. This production market, according to the university's article, supported the metal supplying businesses within the city. Because of this, between 1860 and 1880, the export of copper and copper alloys became Detroit's largest export industry. This boat market led the city of Detroit to what is known to be supported by today, the automotive market. Detroit has also had one sustainability plan in its history. The plan was released by the city in the summer of 2019. The history of this plan started a year prior through a long process of community engagement, interdepartmental collaboration, and research. The city's vision for this plan, according to the plan's website, is that it will create a more sustainable city where all Detroiters live and prosper in an equal green city, have access to affordable quality homes, live in clean, connected neighborhoods, and work together to direct resources. While developing the agenda, the city's Office of Sustainability was able to engage about 6,800 citizens of Detroit, according to the plan's website. The agenda has 10 main goals. A goal such as reducing the waste sent to landfills involves the Actions Detroit Sustainability Action Agenda of 2019 and is the first of its name. However, it is an incredible first step to many important processes that will occur in order to mitigate the impacts of climate change on the city. As a result of these efforts, Detroit's citizens will have the resources required for healthy living and access to safe drinking water, elevating their quality of life. These are part of the long list of Detroit's plans to preserve and improve the health and social well-being of Detroitans, strengthening their social sustainability. Detroit's Sustainability Action Agenda of 2019 is the first of its name. However, it is an incredible first step to many important processes that need to occur. The social sustainability of Detroit is addressed with goals to increase access to green spaces and recreation, and to improve the quality of housing spaces and utilities. The agenda describes specific actions that the city plans to take, which include renovate existing and create new parks throughout the city, and expand sport recreation opportunities for the youth. The city has already made an enormous effort with an $11.7 million investment towards the repairs and improvements to 40 of Detroit's parks and the construction of 3 new parks, with more to be built and repaired soon. These green spaces will allow the people of Detroit to have the means for healthy living lifestyles and improving their well-being. Also, with the expansion of recreation programs such as swimming, tennis, and basketball, as well as the construction of 44 new soccer fields, the capacity for youth recreation involvement will improve. The city also has a specific plan to expand the lead poisoning prevention programs, with the Lead Safe Detroit Coalition installed in 2016. The city intends to improve education, and resources required for healthy living and access to safe drinking water, elevating their quality of life. These are part of the long list of Detroit's plans to preserve and improve the health and social well-being of Detroitans. For the economic sustainability of Detroit, the 2019 agenda strives to advance equity and access to economic opportunity. To achieve this, Detroit will expand green job training and workforce development programs, addressing unemployment and contributing to environmental outcomes. Through the Detroit Economic Growth Association, the city plans to increase training in green water infrastructure, as well as deconstruction, weatherization, environmental conservation, and renewable energy. This will help Detroit not only achieve its goals for environmental sustainability, but will improve the economic well-being of citizens, providing needed job training and apprenticeship programs. According to the 2019 agenda, Detroit also has plans to launch a digital inclusion program, increasing the efficiency and affordability of information access. With the hiring of digital inclusion fellow to coordinate community stakeholders, internet service providers, and additional partners, Detroitans will have better access to affordable data plans and internet access. This will help to improve the economic mobility of the city and allow citizens to grow and expand their options. Detroit also has plans to improve mobility connections between neighborhoods and job centers, improving upon their transportation services, allowing employers and employees to reach each other effectively. With frequent buses, bike-sharing programs, ride-sharing programs, and more, the city aims to improve the mobility of citizens through the Get to Work program. Further ideas and incentives for transportation issues will be developed further. These efforts will help expand the economic opportunity for Detroit citizens, giving them the training, transportation, access to information, and infrastructure that is necessary. In the Detroit Sustainability Action Agenda, the city promotes environmental incentives to provide healthier living for Detroiters. Detroit is targeting to improve the city's environment through advancement in both policies and operations by enforcing its equity and sustainability. Reducing the total carbon dioxide emission in the purpose. One of the environmental incentives is to integrate public transportation system is encouraged. A better public transportation provides easier and safer ways to get to work, neighborhoods, and stores. The decrease in personal vehicle use will contribute to the depletion of greenhouse gas. In addition to the benefit of reducing carbon emission, advanced transportation will also provide a safer environment for the residents. In 2016, there were over 12,900 auto, pedestrian, and bicyclist crashes on Detroit roads, resulting in over 420 severe or fatal injuries. By upgrading the transportation system, Detroit is looking to reduce 21% of the total accidents in 5 years. The total reduction includes 30% reduction in crashes involving bike injuries, and 20% of pedestrian injuries involved in accidents. Furthermore, Detroit is also aiming to boost its infrastructure and operations to improve resilience to climate impacts. The Detroit Sustainability Action Agenda mentioned that the city's wastewater infrastructure can be overwhelmed after experiencing extreme precipitation events. However, it can be prevented by expanding the amount of green stormwater infrastructures locations throughout the city. As of 2018, Detroit managed approximately 900 acres through green stormwater infrastructure, direct discharge, and impervious removal. Due to green infrastructure being a key strategy for better stormwater management, the city is hoping to double the acres managed through green stormwater in 10 years. Other than increasing the land of stormwater infrastructures, the city is also planning to create more green infrastructure projects in neighborhoods. Sewage systems system upgrades and green space expansion will decrease the chance of neighborhood level flooding. 68% of sustainability survey respondents indicated that they experience rainfall flooding in their neighborhood that disrupts their daily activity or damages property occasionally, often or very often. Additionally, green spaces decrease the noise and air pollution in a community. Therefore, the city working to invest more in such activities and is looking to have partnerships with private and public sponsors. Enhancement on energy and water efficiency at city-owned facilities is also a tragedy mentioned in the agenda. Over 150 facilities are operated by the city of Detroit, and only 88 of those facilities can spend up to $7 million a year on energy. The concentrated energy consumption has been a problem amongst big facilities, and reducing the energy consumption can make a great impact on the environment. The Detroit City made an estimation on annual savings of $2.1 million of the 10 largest facilities combined, and $860,000 across the remaining facilities. To solve this problem, Detroit is going to focus on reducing energy consumption in all facilities by increasing energy efficiency and limiting unnecessary energy use. The city is first going to understand their baseline of energy use. 60 facilities have already been inspected to collect energy and water data. A set of standard measures and energy-efficient lighting and water fixtures and programmable thermostats are going to be developed. The city said they are also going to implement a utility bill management system that will flag unexpected usage. The Detroit Sustainability Action Agenda also prompted other solutions to improve the environment. Above are only 4 of the examples of environmental initiatives that Detroit is wishing to accomplish in the near future. Detroit's sustainability plan should implement more community-based green projects that contribute to the 3 pillars: economic, environmental, and social. The best method to do so would be to implement multiple community gardens throughout the city, especially in areas with a lack of easy accessibility to fresh food. Utilizing the use of community gardens does more than just provide for a source of local food consumption and pro-environmental behavior. As mentioned in the Bernstein 2020 lecture, community gardens provide affordable food, a source of sustainable food production, being grown locally and in a closed-loop system, enables environmental education, provides jobs and a sense of community identity, as well as acting as a motivator for more broader neighborhood activism and engagement. Therefore, it is highly recommended for Detroit to implement the sustainable action into their plan.